How about a positive LSD story? Wouldn't that be newsworthy just once, to base your decision on information rather than scare tactics and superstitions and lies? Just once. I think it would be newsworthy. Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather.
So that was Bill Hicks, and I was introduced to Bill Hicks's work when I was about 16 via the film Human Traffic. At that point in my life, I didn't understand what Bill Hicks was saying. I thought he was pretty crazy at the time. Now, on the other hand, I completely understand what Bill Hicks was just saying, because we are just energy vibrating at a certain frequency, and that gives the illusion of our reality. That gives the illusion of something solid. That gives the illusion that we're just meat suits, that we're not light beings. But if you were to put a microscope against your hand, it's not solid. There's millions and millions of atoms and particles moving and vibrating. So we need to get out this box of viewing ourselves as just this meat suit, because we're not. We are energetic beings. Some people call it spiritual beings, but for the sake of people who don't believe in that side of it, I'm going to call it energetic beings, because that is what we are. So with this understanding that we are energy, and the understanding that everything is energy, that means that the whole universe is energy. We are all of the same. Everything is made up of the same thing. To try and explain what oneness means, go back to science and understand that for every action there is a reaction. Every tiny little atom, any tiny movement, it's like a ripple effect. It affects every other atom in the whole universe. Not just in this room, not just in this country, not just on this world, on this planet, the whole universe. Because we are all connected. Everything is connected. We are all one. So because everything is energy vibrating at a certain frequency, that means your thoughts are energy vibrating at a certain frequency. So your thoughts are what is creating your reality. Nothing happens without a thought first. Nothing exists without thought. So your actions and your thoughts affect your reality, but also the collective reality. There is a collective universal consciousness, a source consciousness that exists. It's all of our thoughts put together that have created the collective thoughts, the rules that we live by. In my opinion, we have been slightly programmed, whether it's intentional or not, I don't know, but we have been slightly programmed into believing that we don't have the ability to create our own reality, that it's out of our hands and that everything is out there. But it's not. It's time now to take back our power and realize that we are powerful creators and powerful co-creators, because we are all one, yet we have freedom of choice. So with the understanding that your thoughts create your reality, you can start having some fun with this, because you can start creating the reality that you want. I think everybody on this planet has had enough enough of war, enough of poverty, enough of violence. Just enough is enough. I believe if you start with yourself, that you can make great change in the world. It's now that we are realizing that we are responsible, completely responsible for our own reality. It's not just about your thoughts, it's about your feelings and your actions. Your feelings are an indicator to what you're thinking. If you're feeling stressed or anxious or scared or whatever the feeling is, then you need to catch yourself and ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? When you start questioning your thoughts, you will realize that you have your very own belief system, BS. What else does that stand for? Think about it. These belief systems we have come from our childhood, from when we were born, from schooling, from the media, from our siblings, our peers, our teachers, and anybody in your life, and anything that's been in your life. That's where you've got all your rules and your belief systems from. But just because someone has told you something, just because you were taught something in school, doesn't mean that it's true, and doesn't mean that it is true for you. And it's time that we all start questioning, because when you start questioning, you will find that a lot of the things that you are choosing to believe don't actually serve you, and are limiting you in your life, and are preventing you from moving forward and stepping up and being a powerful creator. Most of us are scared to be powerful creators. Most of us are more afraid of how great we can be rather than how crap we can be. We use how crap we can be as an excuse to stay where we are. Oh, I'm just rubbish at this. I'm worthless. I can't do it. It's our excuse to not take responsibility for ourselves. It's labeling ourselves a certain way. Oh, I am this. I am like this. I do this. You label yourself and you become that label. I'm saying be open, completely open, and open yourself up to the possibility that what I'm saying might actually be true. This information has come into my life, and I feel from the bottom of my heart that it's time for me to share it, because I feel that there is an awakening going on in the world right now, and more people are realizing our power and realizing what we're actually capable of. I genuinely believe that we are capable of creating heaven on earth. I genuinely believe that you are capable of creating all your desires and manifesting them into your reality through your thoughts, feelings, and inspired actions. It's time to let go of fear. It's time to let go of our BS's, belief systems. It's time to let go of the things we were taught and what we think is true. And just be open. What have you got to lose? At the end of the day, what have you got to lose? If the things you are believing at the moment are not serving you, they're not making you feel good, they're not getting you anywhere, you have no faith in life or yourself, then maybe it's time to start readdressing your belief systems and start figuring out what it is you want to believe. What would you prefer to believe? Would you prefer to believe that you have no control over anything that happens to you in your life, that you have no control over anything, and that everything just happens from out there and there's nothing you can do about it? Or would you prefer to believe that you have all control over everything that happens to you? It's all from within here. I know what I prefer to believe, and I know what's true for me. But this journey isn't easy, because it means you have to be self-aware. You have to understand your thoughts. You have to bring your shadows into the light and shine a light on your shadows and love your shadow side. I'm talking about all the things that we run away from, that we hide from, that we're ashamed of, we feel guilty for, we're disgusted by. It's time to be self-loving and step up and create. We are not just observers on this planet, we are creators. I genuinely believe that. And I never used to think this way, but since I've began thinking this way and changing my belief systems, changing my thought processes, my life has taken a turn in such a positive direction. And I really want to help inspire others to do the same. I would love to connect with you. If you've got any thoughts or anything, please just leave a comment below. And if you want to connect with me, then you can via Facebook. It is Jackie Lane, or you can subscribe to my website, which is www.peachyhealth.co.uk. I'd really love to connect with you. I hope that this makes some sense, and thanks for watching. Bye.